guys, it's Josephine. Welcome to Modern Mystics. I'm going to do some tarot readings for you guys today. Just got my Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck by Matt Hughes, as usual. And just going to look and see what questions you guys have for today. So it looks like we have Jake, who is 31. And he's asking, what should I do to make the most of my relationship? Which, that's sweet. That's like a nice thought. So let's see, what should he do to make the most of his relationship? Oh, card jumped out real fast. Three of Pentacles. So work together. That's the big, I think that's going to be the big overarching answer for that one. Work together, compromise, do what you need to do to get you guys to both of your goals. And let me pull a card. Ten of Cups. So you may be starting a family actually. This may be the person that you spend your life with. And I was going to say they're both cup cards, but they're not. It's a cup and a pentacle. But this is a good sign, I think. Just work together and maybe start a family, try to save, try to create a legacy. And I think, yeah, it looks like you can really make the most of this relationship. Like, the most of the relationship. You can make a family and happy life. I hope that answers your question, Jake. I'm going to move on to Carrie, who is 37. And she says, she asks, will I have issues selling my house quickly and at the price that I need? So let's look and see for Carrie. Let's see. Five of Swords. That to me kind of says no. I think this is kind of a no, and maybe like you thought you were making a good deal at the time, but now it might seem like it's not a good deal. Let's look and see what you can do to kind of sell it more quickly. Try to get over these issues. Or it could mean no. It could just mean no, you won't have issues selling it. And it's this Two of Wands. I think you need to do some more planning. But yeah, the way the question was phrased, if you will have issues and it's a no, I think if you do enough planning and you kind of make sure that you're not cutting any corners, I think that you'll be able to sell your house. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that as no, you won't have issues selling your house quickly at the price you need. I hope that answers your question, Carrie. I think that's a good sign. Alright, I'm going to move on to Megan, who is 37, and she asks, will I ever be in a healthy romantic relationship again? Let's look. Let's just look and see what she can do to be in a healthy romantic relationship again. Because you don't want to say, like, no one's ever coming for you. I don't feel like that's a good way to look at it. I think there's always things that you can do or change to be your best self, and if you want a healthy relationship, you should be able to have that. So let's look and see what we can do for Megan. Let's see. Four of Cups. I think you just need to wait. Maybe you just need to wait and kind of mature, or maybe you've just been kind of picky. Maybe you've been picky with the people and you push people away very quickly. Like, it might be a too high standards type of thing. Because in the Four of Cups, he's being offered a cup, and he's been offered other cups, and he's kind of just sitting around. And so maybe it's just that, like, you're being offered things, but you're kind of not taking the opportunities. So I think you need to get back out there. Don't have this, like, mindset of, like, I might never have a healthy romantic relationship. Like, you need to, like, see what you can do to to maybe lower those walls a little bit and not push away all the different opportunities being given to you. Let's see if we can pull one more card to clarify that. Eight of Pentacles. So I think, yeah, it's just something that you need to work at. I think that it's kind of the idea of you gotta kiss a few frogs to get to the prince. The old adage. You're just gonna have to work at it and kind of get through these different people and figure out what it is that you're really looking for, and figure out if maybe your standards are too high to be met. Obviously, don't lower your standards, but if your standards are like no one could ever possibly be that person, you might want to lower them a little bit. Just make sure you're not being overprotective of yourself and like cutting yourself off from ever meeting anyone new. So next we've got Juanita, and I hope that answers your question, Megan. Next we've got Juanita. She's 44 and she says, how can I reduce my stress? It's a good question. So let's see. How can Juanita reduce her stress? Trying to shuffle them more on camera. Don't want to drop them all. Pulled the Artist. This is a card that's only in the Matt Hughes deck. He's added 2 extra cards. One is the Well and one is the Artist. So the Artist, I think to me that says you should do some art therapy. You should try and get out these stressful feelings through art. If not, there's like you're just harboring all this energy that has nowhere to go. Maybe try and get a creative outlet. And this doesn't have to be like painting. This doesn't have to be like your Michelangelo overnight. You can just like do a craft. You can just watch HGTV, you know, DIY network, and do something fun that's creative, and like you can get out some frustrations doing a craft. I hope that answers your question, Juanita, because I think that pretty much sums it up. Do some art therapy. Don't be so in your head, and let creativity kind of help you work through these issues. And I hope that helps you. I'm going to move on to Lorene, who is 23, and she asks, should I continue pursuing my career in acting? So let's look at that. I got 8 of Pentacles again. This is the second time 8 of Pentacles has come up. I'm gonna say yes, you should keep working at it. This suggests a person working at their craft and working through something that might be kind of difficult to get to the end reward. I think, yeah, you should keep pursuing acting. This is somebody that's toiling away. Not necessarily like stressfully toiling, but like definitely working to kind of invest in their future. I don't know if I need to pull another card for that one. I feel like that's a pretty solid answer. Yes, Lorene, I think you should continue to pursue the career in acting. You got it. All right. I'm gonna move on to Jake, and he's 22, and he asks, how can I find more joy in my life? So let's see what we can find. Can you find more joy in your life? I'm going to pull 2 cards for this one, I think. So it looks like Hanged Man and 2 of Cups. To me, this says that maybe you need to slow down a little bit, and you might be like too on the go all the time, and maybe you're not sharing your life with other people. You're kind of letting these goals take over your life, and letting all this action take over your life, and you're on the go all the time, and there are people that you love and you're gonna like reconnect with them at some point, but it might be time to go ahead and reconnect with them and just kind of slow it down in your life. You might be just like too eager to get going, and so you're kind of rushing things. So I would say maybe slow it down, and share your life with somebody for a second, like, and maybe even like get people's perspective, like see what their ideas are for you. Like, you might need to see what other people have to offer you. That's what I think. Just like slow it down and try and just experience your life for a second. Don't be trying to push forward into the future all the time. Just kind of be present with your life and share your life with somebody. I hope that answers your question, Jake. Alright, I am gonna move on to Kristen. Kristen is 36 and she asks, why does my boss give me such a hard time? It feels personal. What should I do? Let's look and see. Why does her boss give her such a hard time? I'm gonna look and see what the answer to that is first. Why does your boss give you such a hard time? Come on, boss. High Priestess. You might be somebody that really knows yourself. You really know what you want out of life. And you might be a little more intuitive than they are. And you might be a little more emotionally ruled than they are. And they kind of don't get you. They're probably operating in some other type of way. Like they're trying to go off logic. They're trying to go off of, you know, past experience. And you're going off of your intuition. And you've got an inner confidence that maybe it is personal. Maybe it's kind of like, it's a jealousy thing, maybe. Let's look and see if it's a clash of, if it's just a clash of personalities, personality clash. No, I think that's a no. So I don't think it is a personality clash. It might just be like that you stand alone, kind of. Maybe you have to integrate yourself more with the people there, or maybe she sees you as like someone that's got their own thing going on, and she doesn't understand why you don't want to play ball. I don't know why I said she. I don't know if it is a woman. Your boss. The boss could be the High Priestess. She could be just like standing alone, and maybe she feels like you are impeding her intuition. I don't know. I'm gonna look and see what you should do. What should you do about it? Seven of Swords. It might just be that you have to be clever about it. Like, this can mean, like, lying or, like, sneaking around, but I think it also can mean just kind of being more clever. So you might just have to be more playing the game around her. Like, you might have to just, like, have the work thing that you do and not talk to her about certain subjects, or I don't know why I keep saying her. I assume it's a woman. I just keep getting that vibe. But I think, yeah, you'll have to be, like, clever, or you'll have to, like, leave. This might just mean, like, taking what you can get and leaving. Just don't stay at this job. Because I do think there's some type of bad vibes surrounding this situation, and you might want to move on from this situation. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Or you'll have to, like, be kind of fake around this person. who I keep wanting to say her. I just, if it's not a woman, sorry, I don't know where I'm getting that from, but I definitely, that's what I'm getting. Good luck, Kristen. I'm sorry about all that. That's awful. Ooh. Yeah, I think maybe move on from this job. I hope that helps you. I'm going to move on to Alexis, who is 47, and she says, I feel stuck in my relationship, but I can't imagine life without my boyfriend. What advice do you have for me? All right, let's look and see what the cards say. What advice do we have for Alexis? Ten of Pentacles. So this is a card kind of legacy. This is a card of kind of a foundation that's been there a long time, and that makes sense that it's like you've been there with him a long time. You can't imagine life without him. And this also can be a card, it feels stuck. You know, safety can feel like a trap. But I really think that it seems like you do have something good going on. So I think that it might just be nerves that you're kind of feeling like, I feel stuck. You might just need to like find some way to spice it up on your own. Like just try and bring something new to the relationship, bring a new hobby, new activity or something. I can pull another card, see what you should do to kind of bring some of that life you're looking for back into your relationship. Let's see. Seven of Swords again. Don't do that. Don't sneak around. Maybe you need to do some type of like role play or something. Some type of like something to spice it up. Just like pretend you're someone else or something. Because I don't want to be like, this means you should lie. Don't lie. But like, maybe it is like, you should play a little game and make it more interesting, and then you don't feel like so stuck with the same person. You're like mixing it up a little bit, but you still have, like, you know you have something good. You don't want to let go of that just because you feel stuck. So if there's not really, if you don't really have like this absolute need to go and you can't imagine life without him, I really think you need to try and just do something to make it more fun in the relationship, and that way you won't feel so trapped. I think that's all you really need to do. I hope that helps you, Alexis. I hope that that is the advice that you needed. And I hope that works. I hope it works for you guys. I'm going to move on to Vicky. Vicky is 31, and she asks, is my partner ready to settle with me? So let's see if he or she is ready to settle. So yeah, my foot is falling asleep. Gotta shift. Alright. Is Vicky's partner ready to settle? The Empress. Yeah, Vicky. They are. This is a clear yes. This is a like, you're gonna get together, I think. I think this is a sign of prosperity. It's gonna be a loving relationship. It's a very Venusian card, big Venus card. So I see, yes, I think your partner is ready to settle. Let's see if we can pull one more card. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is gonna be great. You're gonna plant new seeds together. You're gonna start new things together. It's gonna be great. Way to go. Congratulations, Vicky. I hope that that all works out for you. It looks like it's gonna be great. You're gonna be making financial gains, and you're gonna be enjoying your relationship. Yeah, awesome. I hope that answers your question, Vicky. Congrats. I'm gonna move on to Ginger, who is 40, and she asks, what can I do to deal with my depression? So let's look at this. And also, I always want to say, you know, if you have depression, if you're really struggling with it, go to a health professional. I can look at the cards and I can try to help you, but I'm not a licensed medical professional, so just want to make that clear. But definitely, just like, there are things that you can do to ease your depression, absolutely. Let's see. I'm playing Ten of Pentacles. A lot of repeat cards this time. I think this may mean that you need to kind of go back to your roots, kind of go back to people, also maybe people who have also dealt with this, so maybe a support group. Just find a family of some sort to be that, like, security net for you, that safety net that kind of encourages you and makes you feel like, hey, things are gonna be okay. I have these people behind me and they're rooting for me, so I can do it. And let's see if we can pull another card for you. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, I think, can be a kind of card about feeling threatened or feeling like you're always having to fight. And I think that's part of what makes depression very exhausting, is that you're always having to fight it and, you know, do everything else on top of that. So it might be just that, like, you've got to keep fighting. Like, it's a tough thing to hear, but you've got to keep fighting and have people rooting for you and letting you know that you can win that fight. You absolutely can. It's a fight that is winnable. It's a fight that, you know, you can do it. And definitely, like, find something that can be like your weapon against depression. Like, if you need medication, if you need therapy, if you need a support system, if you need, like, extra time to sleep at night where you don't get to, like, I know that, like, a lack of sleep is so much worse for any type of mental struggle that you go through. Try and get enough sleep, try and get enough to eat. Just the basic things to keep yourself healthy is a good weapon against it. So I hope that that helps you. I know that it can be a really difficult struggle, and yeah, just get people that can help you fight depression, and get people who have been through it and they know what you're going through and they can be there for you. I hope that that helps you, Ginger. Best of luck to you. I'm gonna move on to Rosemary, who is 44, and she says, I am having a hard time dealing with the stress of managing a household and 2 kids Zoom schooling. Any advice for this tired mama? That's gotta be rough. I'm sorry, Rosemary. Let me look and see what can kind of help you deal with that. All that stress. Because I know that people are having a really hard time with the at-home schooling. Shuffle it real good. 10 of Wands. It might be that this is just a struggle that you're having to bear alone, and there's just, like, it's really hard that it's all falling on you, and it's kind of this burden that you're having to bear, and I apologize for that. But it does seem like there's, like, maybe nobody else there to do it. You know you have to do it because you're the only one there to do it. So let me look and see what can make that easier on you. Because it does look like it is a big struggle. 6 of Wands. I think you definitely need appreciation. You need the appreciation of your family, and you need them to kind of show their appreciation for you. Maybe see if you can get your, like, kids to help with dinner, or if you can get them to clean their own rooms. Like, there's a lot of things that they can be doing to help out. I know that they, you know, can't teach themselves and can't necessarily, like, do everything. They can't, like, cook a full meal for a full family, but, like, I don't know how old your kids are. If your kids are like 3 and 5, if your kids are like 10 and 12, then there's a lot more they could be doing. Even like 8 years old, they could be doing things. I think maybe just like while you are kind of doing the bulk of the work, you might not be getting enough appreciation and you might not be getting enough help where you could be getting help. And in times that are kind of a big struggle, you definitely need maybe a little extra oomph to help you in your corner. Like, I don't know that, like, and if you're married, then try and get your spouse to help out. If not, then I know it's tough to be doing that as a single parent. So I'm not sure if you're having to do it all alone, but if it's like they're there and they're playing video games a lot of the time, or they're like just like, if you haven't like taken the time to teach them how to do these chores, just go ahead and do it. Try and let them take a little bit off of you. I think that's my advice for that one. Alright, I am gonna finish up. I'm gonna read Martin's question, and he is 38 and he says, 2020 has been a weird year. Will 2021 be any different? So let's pull like 3 cards, see if we can find maybe like a basic theme for what we can expect in 2021. And the tarot cards, I know they read like kind of the trajectory that we're on, and as time goes on, people make choices, things change. You know, you have to read again because they can only see like so far. So let's see, like, on the current trajectory we are now. I cannot believe I got the Ten of Pentacles again for a third time. I swear I'm shuffling these cards. They were all Pentacle cards. So we got 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. I see people's financial situations getting better. People working together more. People getting this kind of like relief that they've been looking for, financially especially. People will feel more secure than they felt this year, I think, for sure. These are all definitely cards that imply security. And I think people will feel just a little more together. So that, I mean, I know people weren't really feeling very together this year. So hopefully this is a good omen. This is a good, like, look into the future that we're going to have, you know, the financial situation open up a little bit more and be a little more forgiving, and people aren't having to, you know, work so hard every day and not be sure that they're going to make it. And yeah, I think we're getting a better sense of security next year. That's one way in which 2021 is going to be different from 2020. And I hope that answers your question, Martin. And I hope that all of you guys got your questions answered. I'm happy to come back and do this more. I'm really enjoying answering your questions. You guys ask really good questions. And yeah, I just hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll do this again soon. Thank you so much for watching Modern Mystics. Bye, you guys.